We know from all your letters that you really care about the environment and all things green. So coming up on today's show, climate change, garden transformations, and how you can earn one of these. That's right, it's our Green Badge special. Peter, it's safe to say we're kind of having the best time ever. Come on, get it parked up, Kell. Out we go, because it's been a massive week for football. It's been pretty epic, and we're about to have an epic show all about this little guy, the Green Badge. I simply cannot wait. It's going to be good, isn't it?
I'm so excited.
Now, we are just 1 week away from meeting our brand new presenter, Richie. But as you can see, I'm in very safe hands today with the one and only Kell Spelman. Want to know more? Have a look at this. He's a Radio 1 DJ and passionate campaigner for environmental issues. He recently raised money for animals around the world by running the London Marathon. It's Kell Spelman. I cannot be happier that you are here. Welcome to BP. Are you ready to be a Blue Peter presenter for one day only?
I mean, I don't know if you're ever ready for that, but no. I am prepared. I've had you guiding me all the way through, and I just want to say it's an absolute privilege to have this opportunity.
Oh,
so
mate, we've actually had the best day rehearsing, haven't we?
We really have.
Oh, it's going to be such a good show. You guys are going to love it. You're wearing the Green Badge, so tell me, why are you so passionate about our beautiful planet?
Well, it began for me when I was very young. I adopted a dolphin when I was about 7, and I just think we all share this one amazing planet that is so giving for us, and it looks after us, so it's about time we look after it and all its amazing wildlife that doesn't have a voice. And I do know that young people are at the heart of making a difference and wanting to help our planet and our environment.
He's basically just summed up what the whole show is about today. It's about all things green. And no, there's more to do, because we made this, please don't go, a spectacular entrance in this very eco-friendly car. So do you want to do the next bit and tell us all about it?
Can I?
Go on, BB presenter. I'm out, I'm done.
So this right here is the ultimate green car. It is fully electric. It is the Jaguar I-Pace. Now, off a single charge, it can go up to 300 miles, so you don't need any petrol, no diesel, completely electric. And not only that, it goes from 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds, which is very quick. But my favourite bit, which I love, is if you look inside, you see this interior. This has actually been made by recycled plastic. So they melt down plastic, use it in this special type of yarn, and then that is used to make all the material you see in the car. So not only is it helping the environment, the air pollution, it is also reducing our use of plastic and helping combat single-use plastic, Lindsay.
That was beautiful, Kell.
Yes.
If you prefer your electric vehicles to have not 4, but 2 wheels, have a look at this beast. Oh, this is so cool. Uh-oh. Here he comes. Wow, this is the Arc Vector electric motorbike. I think it's safe to say this is one of the coolest things I've ever seen. Thank you so much, Mark. You've earned your Green Badge. Now, this is awesome. It's not officially on the roads till next year. This isn't even for sale. You cannot buy it. I don't think I can even touch it, but it is live on BP right now, which is so exciting. Now, this goes from 0 to 60 in just over 3 seconds. That is very, very fast, people. And one of the coolest bits about it, come closer, have a look at this helmet. This is almost what a fighter pilot would wear, because just here in Mark's right eye shows him everything that's going on the road, the speed, everything he needs to know is there just in that little glass bit. I mean, this is unbelievable, isn't it, Kell?
It is so cool. I think probably the closest I will ever come to becoming an Avenger.
An actual Avenger, like Iron Man, isn't it? It's so cool.
Awesome bike. Now, electric vehicles are really growing in popularity, so much so that the UK government last year pledged to commit that all new cars by 2040 will be effectively zero emission free, which is so great. But it's not just cars, it's not just bikes. Also, in our capital city, in London, they are rolling out 68 electric buses, which is so great, and more of that to help clean our airs and combat climate change.
It's so important. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much, Mark. I think we can do a tiny bit bigger and better than that. Yeah, we can. Let's walk over this way. It's the Neo EP9. This is unbelievable. Should we check it out? We are actually allowed to touch this one. I think we can open the doors.
We can do that.
There's only 16 of these in the entire world. Look. Oh my goodness, we are so lucky, Kell.
So lucky. So this was made by the Formula E Neo team.
Yeah.
And I've been told that the technology that they use in their Formula E cars, you can actually find in this car. So effectively, it's like a Formula E car on the road. It goes up to 200 miles per hour, but obviously you will not be reaching anywhere near that speed when driving on the road.
No. Let's come to the back, because it's got this cool kind of winged bit. I thought this was just here because it looks nice. No, apparently not. Because of the shape of this, when it's driving along, this pushes the car down onto the road, which is mega cool. And when the car's going around corners or it's braking, it's kind of going so fast that you feel 3 Gs of force. So we're at normal now. That's 3 times this. That's what an astronaut feels if they're in a rocket going up into space.
Oh, wow.
Quite a lot of force.
I mean, we've really lifted off this show.
Oh, someone liked it.
Thank you.
It's much faster than our little Shelley. She's gone away somewhere to hide. Where is she? I think she's... There she is! That is the biggest Shelley's ever been. That doesn't count as Spot Shelley, but look at her there with her green badge on. If you can spot her at any point during today's show, get onto Fan Club and let us know where she's hiding. Fan Club is also where you will be after the show.
Yes.
And I believe our BP fans can get onto Fan Club and pretty much ask you anything, right?
Absolutely anything and everything. It could be about climate change, it could be about deforestation, it could be about DJing, whatever it is, I'll try and answer them all.
I like that you went DJing. If you'd like to know how to get a green badge, look no further than these eco-heroes. Here at BP, we love all things green. And I know what you're thinking, how do I get my hands on a Blue Peter green badge? Well, we've tracked down some eco-friendly badge earners to give you all the info you need on how to earn one for yourself.
I'm Sylvia, and I earned my green badge by doing a poster all about global warming. Global warming causes many problems, such as melting icebergs, which is the home for the polar bears. So if the icebergs melt, that means the polar bears will have no home.
Sylvia really cares about animals and has also changed her diet to include more veggies.
When you're eating vegetables, they can either be hand-picked, which doesn't cause any pollution, or any factories to be used. They just need to be washed, and then they're all nice to eat.
It's clear Sylvia cares for the environment. And she's not the only one.
My name's Tanav. I earned my green badge by doing an upcycled snowflake to go on the top of our school Christmas tree. Upcycling is like recycling, but you just get lots of materials and build them together to make something new.
Tanav is using materials he has around his home to create a work of art, an upcycled London Eye.
The next thing we're going to do is attach it to the base here.
Tanav's better at makes than me.
I just like really doing art and looking after the environment. I'm quite proud of what I make if it's something really impressive and big.
And you should be proud, Tanav. Check out that London Eye. Great work.
I'm Noah, and I told Blue Peter all about my beekeeping.
That's right, Noah is a real-life beekeeper. He helps his dad to harvest honey from the hives in his own back garden.
Grab some more smoke. Over this way a bit. That's it.
We need bees because they collect pollen from plants, and there would be no flowers, trees or vegetables, and we need trees, otherwise we couldn't breathe. The best thing about beekeeping is that we get to try honey whenever we like to. But I don't really like honey much.
When these guys think green, they go big. And they have some big ideas when it comes to looking after our planet.
I think it's important that we look after the planet to make less pollution so we don't breathe it in and get ill. We need to look after our planet, otherwise animals that we like would be extinct from the planet, and you might not ever see them again unless you look at a photo. The planet is home to many people and animals and plants. If we destroy it and make it really bad, then we won't really be able to do anything after it. There's only sort of one Earth, and we won't be able to get another one if it's destroyed.
There's no doubt that these three are green badge superheroes. If you want to be an eco-hero like them and earn your green badge, make sure you...
Write, draw or make to earn your green badge.
That was so good. I absolutely love that. Something else I love is this. It's our green badge wall, Kel. It's covered in all these wonderful posts. Everything on here is to do with basically making the planet a better place. I love it.
I mean, it is a thing of beauty. I would go as far to say it is my favourite wall I have ever come across in my life.
Really?
Really so.
And he watches every week.
And I came across this. Now, this was sent in by Jay, and this is centred all around plastic not being fantastic. So he's wrote it there. And, of course, this is a tote bag, so you can cut down on your use of plastic bags. He's put a little band sign there, through plastic bottle, and on the back, the 3 important R's: reuse, reduce and recycle.
Brilliant. That's so good. Cressy, who's only 8, has done this, and we think it's wonderful, Cressy. It's the old BP garden. There I am. It's on a sunnier day. I've got a nice tan. I'm with Henry. We're hanging out. I absolutely love that. That has earned a green badge. Well done.
Appropriately in a green dress as well, Linz.
Yes, I would have been in that today, but it rained, so...
Now, you might have noticed, but we've got a very special audience here today because we are joined by an audience of green badge holders! And someone I wanted to come talk to was Holly. Now, Holly, you got in touch because you wanted to talk to about a matter that is very important to you. What was that matter?
That 25% of the medicines that we have in the world come from the Amazon rainforest.
And as we all know, there is a lot of deforestation that is happening at the moment. So we got these amazing letters, and that is why you got that wonderful green badge there.
Got so many badges. Well done, you. Over here. So, Holly, how are you doing? You doing all right, Molly?
Yeah.
And tell me, you tackled climate change in a bit of a different way, quite a cool way.
Yeah, we made a music video called Save the World, which is all about climate change, which you can look at online.
Yes, why was I not in that music video? That sounds amazing. I love it. It's official. The BP green season has begun. We're celebrating all things green. So if you'd like to get in touch with us, please do, because we want to basically give out thousands and thousands of green badges. So anything to do with the environment, the planet, recycling, whatever it is, please get in touch with us, because it's so important.
So important. It's something that affects us all. Now, these guys all have amazing ideas, and I'm sure you do too. But there's a whole host of ways in which you can help protect and nurture our environment. If you want some inspiration, you can find it on the Blue Peter website. There's loads of brilliant ideas on there, and loads of this.
Blue Peter Cooking Club is back, and I've been learning how to make some epic Asian-inspired food with top chef Jeremy Pang. Can we taste it, please? That is honestly one of the best stir fries I've ever had in my life.
I am
so good.
High fives to that.
Honestly amazing. To celebrate Ramadan, why not try our quiz? Only on the Blue Peter website. Now, something we're hearing a lot about at the moment, certainly in the news and on the telly and on the radio, is this word climate change, this phrase. And it's quite a tricky one to try and get your head around and really understand. So, to help us now, we've got environmental scientist. Please welcome Matthew Shribman. Hello, Matthew.
Now, Matthew is a very, very smart man. You have a master's degree from Oxford University. Your online videos centred all around climate change get thousands of views. So who better to ask that all-important question, what is climate change?
Great question.
Thank you.
So, right, the air all around us is changing. And it's changing in a way that's going to affect all of us, and it's going to make the future quite different. So, you know how the sun is really hot? Hottest thing for billions of kilometres around, right? Well, the air is changing in a way where it's still letting the heat of the sun in, but it's not letting it out in as much as it used to. And so the whole world is getting hotter. It's kind of like if you throw on a really warm coat, which I would love to have because it is freezing.
Warm coat, you're going to need it, yeah. There we go. Yes.
Yeah, it's like if you throw on a really warm coat. I mean, still, there will be days that are going to be cold, of course, like today, freezing.
Yeah.
But overall, the world is getting warmer. Now, some people are like, oh, why should it matter if the world gets a little bit warmer? But it's really important because it's happening quickly. We know for a fact that the world is the air in the world is changing faster than it has for at least 800,000 years, probably more than that.
So what are the effects, though? Is there stuff we should be worried about and looking into?
Yeah, there's all kinds of things. So, like, areas of the world that used to be covered in water are drying up. There are like areas of farmland that aren't producing food as well as they used to, and the living things that produce the oxygen that we breathe are starting to struggle as well, and especially in the sea, some of them might be starting to disappear.
So this has been happening kind of over time gradually, but why has it really come to the forefront now?
Well, I mean, it's because of us, all of us. I mean, there's so many humans in the world right now. There are almost 8 billion of us, and that it doesn't mean that there's not space for us, but it means that we have to change the way that we live a little bit. Because so many of the things that we do produce these things called greenhouse gases, which are the things that trap the heat of the sun in the atmosphere with us.
Okay, and what actually causes these gases?
So yeah, you get a few different things like, for example, making clothes, making food, making electricity, all these things. And sorry, you.
Yeah, so we've got these greenhouse gases. Talk us through those a little bit.
Yeah. This is it. I know, we've got these props.
Yeah.
I knew we were doing these. Yeah. So, for example, like factories, these are one of the biggest things, and power stations, they burn fossil fuels like oil, coal, and gas and release loads of greenhouse gases. Transportation, the worst
a big one
by miles is aeroplanes. That upside down? Maybe. And then the final one is farming, farming food. And the worst bits of all are beef and lamb. They're especially bad.
Okay.
And all these things seem like they might be quite scary, all this climate change that's happening. I mean, we're the first people who are feeling the effects of this.
Yeah.
And we may be the last people who can do much about it. But there's still time, and there's definitely hope.
Definitely. Thank you so much for coming in. I know it does sound a bit scary sometimes, doesn't it? But it is worth remembering we can all do our bit. That's why it's so important. That's kind of why we're doing this show today, celebrating all things green. And we've had some suggestions. I'll give you that. Mine's from Idris, and his suggestion was walk to school. And it sounds like such a small thing, but that can make a massive difference, not getting in the car every morning. So thank you, Idris.
It is all those tiny things that add up to make that big difference. And we had this amazing little poster come in from Emily, who's telling us how important trees are, but trees are vital. Keep them safe. They do so much, not only for us, but for our environment. And I think it is a message that we all should listen to. Thanks, Emily.
Amazing. Callum, are you Callum? Wearing your green badge proudly, my friend. What are your thoughts?
I reuse my plastic bottles.
Well done, because you end up with so many of them, don't you? And you can use them for so many things, can't you?
Yeah.
It's so important, Callum. I love you. Thank you for coming on Blue Peter. Matthew, thank you so much as well. And if you were watching the show last week, you will know that we launched a very cool brand new competition. Want to know more? Have a look at this.
We're giving you guys at home the opportunity to become a toy designer in our fantastic Build Your World competition. We want you to dream up a toy world, and the lucky winner will travel to Denmark to have their idea brought to life in brick form by one of the world's most famous toy producers. In case you need some inspiration, here's what their designers said make a good, fun-to-play-with toy.
Obviously, the colour, how it looks and feels, I think the storytelling, the characters, but also it's important to have an element of surprise in there. You want people to go, "Whoa, what's that?" That's really good fun, putting that in.
The most important thing is just to be creative and create whatever you can all the time. It's all about using your imagination and really being curious on how things work as well.
To enter the Build Your World competition, head to the Blue Peter website and download this application form. Grab a parent or guardian to read and fill out page 1 and 2 with all your personal details. On page 3 is where you get creative. Draw the world you'd love to see in brick form, come up with a character who lives there and a home for them to live in. Finally, on page 4, describe what makes your world special, then give your character and world a name.
So what are you waiting for? Get your thinking cap on, get creative, and get involved. We can't wait to see your designs. Oh my gosh, a trip to Amsterdam and designing your very own toy. How cool is that, hey, Henry? Yes, he thinks you should apply. If you do apply, you will get a form from the BP website, as we said, and then you need to put it in one of these. Whoa, sorry, Henry, no. Your very own envelope, like so. You need to address that to Build Your World Competition, Blue Peter, Media City, UK, Salford, M50 2BH. He's sitting nice and still. Yes, what he's trying to say is you must use the correct postage. So if you use a large large, yes, envelope like this one. Make sure you use your large envelope stamp or you could be disqualified. You've got until Wednesday, yes, the 22nd of May. So don't hang around, people. You haven't got long. Now, stop. Are you all right? Now, Blue Peter really does give you the chance to go all over the place to some very cool areas indeed, as I experienced when I went to one of the UK's most famous gardens. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Back in January, I braved the freezing cold weather and headed to one of Britain's most impressive gardens as something rather exciting was happening. Kew Gardens is setting up a brand new children's garden for all you green-fingered gardeners and anyone who loves to play outside. Now, it's going to be the size of nearly 40 tennis courts, and it's designed around all the elements that plants need to grow: earth, air, sun and water. Work is well underway for the big opening on the 18th of May. And as I couldn't wait to find out more, I went to meet Richard, Kew's head of garden design.
Hi, Richard.
Oh, hi, Lindsay. How are you?
Yeah, I'm great. How are you doing?
Fine, thank you.
This all looks very exciting.
It is.
So why is this project and this garden going to be so special?
Well, I think it's the first time Kew Gardens has really made a garden just for children, and we've always wanted it to be a garden with playthings in it like this, rather than a playground with plants in it. So it should be unique for children, I think.
I mean, even in the early phases, it is already really coming together. It's looking really cool.
It's amazing, actually. I'm really excited about the whole thing.
Well, what can I do to help? Because I've got my green badge on.
Oh, well done. Well, we're going to plant the tree, but you're not going to be able to do it with that spade.
That's because this is no ordinary tree. This is an 8-metre, 3-ton red cedar tree. I think I might need a bigger spade.
So they're just manoeuvring it so it's in the right position, because once it's in, we won't be able to move it again.
We're squishing it down.
Squishing a root ball down to try and level it up, and then you have to go in and start shoveling soil in the other side.
Oh, this is me?
That's your turn.
Right,
Off
see
you
ya.
go.
Oh.
That's nice, isn't it?
It's all right, isn't it?
Good job, well done.
It's looking good.
But there's much more to be planted. One of the best things that's going to be planted here are these, the Blue Peter seeds. But we couldn't do that in a chilly January. Planting seeds is all about timing, so we had to wait for 2 months until we could come back and find the perfect spot for them.
This time, I've called in a bit of backup.
It's George. Our green-fingered superhero has been helping us to look after the Blue Peter garden for the past few years.
Now, I really like gardening because that's that certain excitement of planting a really small seed, putting it in the ground with the hope that it will grow into something big. Hi, okay.
George, high five.
Whoa.
How are you doing?
I'm great, thank you.
Now, what have you been up to since we last saw you on BP?
So lately, I've been working in my tree house. I've been starting to clear away things, getting ready for the planting season.
Well, speaking of plants, I've brought you to Kew today because I have these special Blue Peter seeds. So I thought, I need help. I need George.
The Blue Peter seeds are extra special as they were created to celebrate our 60th birthday. Last year, Radzi visited a seed nursery to receive the first batch.
This is genuinely awesome.
Since then, 5,000 packs have been sent out with our green badges, and we're going to plant some in the children's garden too. This is Susie, a garden designer here, and she knows where we need to plant the BP seeds.
They're going to go just behind us on this trellis here because they're climbing plants, so they need something to grow up. And also, we've got a lot of sunshine here, so they like that.
They're going to look amazing. I say we get them out of the packet and into the ground.
Our seeds need the right amount of air, water and heat to set off the germination process, which is when the seeds start to grow. They've been soaking in water for 24 hours to soften their shells to make the germination easier.
So we've got our pots here. So we're going to fill them pretty much all to the top. Oh, there we go. Nice bit of compost there. And then we're just going to level it off with our hands so it's nice and smooth. And then, just with our finger, we're going to do about 1/4 inch just in there, a little hole. We're going to put it in and just cover it up again with a nice light bit of soil.
Amazing. Let's get planting.
Our pots will be tucked up in the greenhouse until they're strong enough to plant outside.
Perfect. Well, that was easy. Let's go get a brew, shall we?
Hang on a minute. We've got loads of plants that need planting in the children's garden, so could you give us a hand?
Yeah, go on.
Should we do it?
Do it.
With 18,500 plants, they need all the help they can get. And never one to shy away from a bit of planting, George takes charge.
Now, what we're going to do is we're going to dig a trench going along here that we're going to put the lavender in.
Right, we've been digging for quite a while. Who wants a break?
Yeah.
Yeah? Let's put the spades down and go have a look round. Let's go.
Yeah. Now, Linz, this is one of my favourite plants.
What is it?
So this is called a nepenthes, or a pitcher plant, and they're a species of carnivorous plant, which means they eat living things. This plant oozes this sugary liquid, and basically flies get attracted to it, they drink it, and they get a bit dizzy. They fall in, they get digested, and the plant basically eats them.
George, I love when you tell me about plants. George, I really wanted to bring you here because this is the tree that I actually planted all by myself. My own hands, no help. What do you reckon?
Nah, it's all right. Oh, wow.
Whoa, it's massive.
What's that?
So this is our new totem pole. So this was installed only this morning, so you're the first people to see it.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Tour over, back to digging.
George, you know what this has got me thinking? Have our seeds germinated yet?
Lindsay, try 2 months' time.
Oh, yeah, I know, I was testing you.
Let's get back to digging.
He's very bossy, isn't he? He is very bossy, but I love him very much. He'll be watching Hi George. That is open to the public Wednesday, the 18th of May, so go check it out. I'm not sure that's a Wednesday, but it's the 18th. Right, let's walk this way, because the BP garden has had a bit of a makeover. It's looking very smart. Over here, we've got a brand new bug hotel, which is awesome. So hopefully some nice little creepy crawlies have moved in there. As well as that, we've got some raised flower beds. They're great, because they're kind of an extension of the flower beds we already had, and you can fit so many more plants and flowers in there. And then, if we walk this way, we've also had some new BP signs. So at the back, you can see the ship that's been engraved into some wood there. And then at the front, to welcome everyone to the BP garden, Blue Peter Garden with the ship. Love it. Kell, are you in the veg patch over there?
I'm in the fruit and veg patch, where we have also had a makeover. And what a thing of beauty it is. Now, this is something we can all do, is grow our own fruit and veg. It's another step we can take to be more sustainable. You don't need something this big. It could be nice and small. But here, we've got a brand new sign which lets everybody know what it is. We've put in this new pathway, so it's going to be easier to tend to our fruit and veg. Some pumpkins there, we've got some sweet peas, some green beans, some normal peas, and right at the top, the creme de la creme, our totem pole, which came all the way from Alaska in 2008, handcrafted by the master wood carver. I mean, this is just my place of dreams, really. So, so great.
It's so great, and it's open to the public. Let's walk this way. You've had an amazing time on BP today, am I right?
It has been an absolute dream, and thank you so much for having me.
Oh, mate, you can come in any time. Where was Shelley hiding, by the way?
Shelley was hiding on the cow, and the person who found it was Snowy Owls. Well done, you.
Amazing. Well, make sure you're watching next week, because our brand new presenter, Richie's going to be here. You don't want to miss it. And if you're so excited, you can't wait, go on then. We've got a sneak peek. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Okay, showtime.